Hi, it's Rosie from iHeart Recipes, and I'm going to show you how I make my homemade pizza. We're making homemade pizza dough, homemade sauce, and we're going to get a little crazy with the toppings. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off with the pizza dough. This is really easy. All you need, you're going to start off with some warm water, pour it into a large bowl. You're now going to sprinkle in your active dry yeast. The yeast needs something to feed off of, so we're going to sprinkle in some granulated sugar. And now we're just going to mix everything until it's well combined and dissolved. You're going to let this sit for about 5 to 7 minutes or until it foams and it looks like this. And now we're going to pour in some more warm water. So pour that water in, and now we're going to drizzle in some extra virgin olive oil. And followed by the olive oil, we're going to sprinkle in a little bit of salt. Next, we're going to start adding in our flour, and the flour that I am using is bread flour. My next step will just be making sure everything is well combined, and I'm going to use my stand mixer, but you can definitely use or do this by hand, or you can use a handheld mixer if it has dough hooks. So once the dough is nice and sticky just like this, we're going to remove it from that bowl there. And again, if you're using your hands, you're going to need to knead the dough for about 10 minutes. My machine did most of the work. But I'm going to use the same bowl, and I'm going to just drizzle in some oil. And I'm going to use my hands, of course. My hands still have oil on it, so with that hand, I'm going to grab my dough, and I'm going to lightly coat the dough with the oil that I have on my hands. Our next step will be covering this, and we're going to let it sit for about 1.5 hours. And while the dough is resting, you need to make sure that it is in a warm spot. So now let's work on our pizza sauce, and this is really easy. This is my recipe. It may not be a pizza sauce that you're accustomed to, but it really works. My family loves it. So you're going to need some tomato paste, and you're going to pour in some water. Mix everything until it's well combined. And now we're going to drizzle in some olive oil. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or like the video. I would really appreciate that. Thank you in advance. And we're going to turn the heat up to medium at this time. Next, let's sprinkle in our seasoning. So I'm using some Italian seasoning, sugar, salt, garlic, and some more spices. For the exact measurements and the recipe, come visit me on my blog, iHeartRecipes.com. And now I'm going to add in some grated Parmesan cheese. I cooked my sauce for about 10 minutes or so over medium heat, and after that time frame I just removed it from the heat and I let the sauce cool down. Now let's work with our dough. So it has doubled in size. I'm going to deflate it with my fist, and I'm going to use parchment paper on my pie pan. You definitely don't have to. I sprinkle some cornmeal at the bottom of the pan, and now I'm just going to use my hands and I'm going to press the dough until it is nice and flat and it fits the size of my pan. I don't do any tossing or flipping or stretching. This is really easy and it works fine. So now it is time to build our pizza. We're going to slather on some sauce. You can be as heavy or as light with the sauce as you want. I usually leave about 1/2 inch of the perimeter free. You know, you want the crust to be free. You don't want everything all saucy and cheesy. Or maybe you do. But for the cheese, I'll be using a mixture of cheddar. It's mild cheddar and mozzarella. You can use whatever toppings that you choose to use. I'm going to use pepperoni, and I'm doing a 1/2 and 1/2. So 1/2 is for me, my son, and the other 1/2 is my hubby. So he likes beef, he likes lots of peppers, and he also likes lots of onions. It's kind of like a taco style pizza. But yeah, get creative, do whatever you like. What are your favorite toppings? What do you like on your pizza? Let me know and leave that down below in the comment section. And I'm just going to add a little color using parsley flakes. I remember going to Papa Murphy's and I watched them do this, and I thought it was so cool, and I thought the pizza was really pretty, so I started doing that as well. But that is it. I'm just going to place this in the oven on 375 for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I put it in the middle rack. A lot of people always ask me which rack, but this is what it looked like once it was done. It was so good. And again, you can put as much toppings or as little as you choose. I want to thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Share this video with your friends. And don't forget to visit me every Sunday and Wednesday for new recipes. See you soon.